Tremors never gets any love. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Full stop. Let me just tell you this. Tremors gets all the love from me. It's a 1990 movie starring Fred Ward, Kevin Bacon, about these things called graboids, these monsters that live under the ground that they don't have any eyes, but they go by sound and they take you out. They're named graboids. A friend of ours named Walter Chang, he named him. Then they ate him. But you know what's even better than Tremors? Tremors 2 Aftershock, the sequel that went direct to video in 1996. Tremors 2 is the best of all the Tremors movies. It's not even close. I love this movie. I've watched it 100 times. I know it. I know all the lines by heart. Michael Gross returns as Burt Gummer, who's one of the best movie characters of all time. Fred Ward returns as Earl Bassett, and they're basically hunting graboids. They're hunting graboids this time in Mexico for this company, but Michael Gross is fantastic in Tremors 2. If you've never seen it, check out Tremors 2. One of the best monster movies ever made. The third movie on this list will go with Species. And man, if you were a kid growing up in the 90s, when it came to Species, if you know, everybody was watching Species, man. You're having a sleepover with your friends, gotta see if Species is on HBO. Starring Academy Award winner Ben Kingsley, Academy Award winner Forrest Whitaker, Michael Madsen, Natasha Henstridge, a young Michelle Williams plays the young Syl, the alien in this movie. This is the 1995 one. Did go on to have, I think, 2 or 3 sequels. The second one is good. Species 2 is good. All the other ones were nonsense after that. A personal favorite of mine, Lake Placid, about a killer crocodile out in Maine. Love this movie. Bill Pullman, Bridget Fonda, Oliver Platt, the late great Betty White is in this movie. It's worth watching this movie because the back and forth and like the buddy copness between Platt and Brendan Gleeson, who plays the sheriff, is perfect. It's some of the funniest scenes you'll ever see. They want to kill each other most of the movie, but it's so funny to watch them. And the crocodile, the end battle is awesome with the croc. And you guys asked for it. The last monster movie on today's list, Deep Rising. Deep Rising is, of course, the 1998 movie directed by Stephen Sommers, who would go on the next year to direct The Mummy with Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz, and he would follow that up with The Mummy Returns. He also directed Van Helsing and the G.I. Joe movie, the first one, Rise of Cobra. Deep Rising stars the late, great Treat Williams, Famke Janssen, Wes Studi, Kevin O'Connor. Jason Fleming is in this, who I interviewed a couple weeks ago, and we did talk about Deep Rising. But basically, this cruise ship is out in the middle of the ocean, and unspeakable things start to happen to them, basically. And there's a monster going throughout the cruise ship, just taking people out. And you see it at the end. You're like, what in the world is this? But Deep Rising is great. Treat Williams is so good in this. The now what at the end. This was supposed to be, I think, like a prequel to, or like a sequel to like a weird Godzilla movie or something at some point that never happened. But if you've never seen Deep Rising, it's worth it for the awesomeness.